I want to talk about something that I bought. I was curious about it. Like the pictures were really great marketing. Did you guys know that Revlon launched, it's called Glimmer Brightening Concealer and Correcting Concealer. I got 2 shades. Tried my best to shade match myself on Amazon because they had it first. I got a brightener and a corrector. There's a difference. Let me say that. So let me just kind of give you the rundown. A corrector is usually like a peachy tone, a pink tone. Sometimes it could be a little bit yellowy. That's going to, see this little, I know I don't have a lot of darkness. Before you say, Anna, you don't have dark under eyes. I know that, but I have a little bit, and that's gonna basically offset that. A brightening shade sometimes has like a little bit of like a pinky undertone, or sometimes a yellow one as well. It's going to, after you've like concealed, you dot it in certain areas and it's really gonna bring things forward. Brightener is almost like a highlighting concealer. I hope that makes sense. All right, 2 shades that I got is 135, and this one, I don't know what it is. I think one was 115 and one was 135. I'll add it in here. So yes, 115. So the correcting shade is in 115. I'm gonna swatch it for you. This one is a little more like yellowy, and the brightening shade is in 135. This one on Amazon's website looked a lot darker. This is very light. It may not work for me. Make sure you're not going too light. Just a general rule whenever you're concealing, correcting, or whatever, or actually make more concealer. Don't go more than 1 or 2 shades lighter than underneath your eyes, otherwise it may turn gray, especially if you're dealing with under eye circles. So those are the 2 colors. I could probably mix the 2 and get my good, like my best shade. Let's see. Nope, that light one's really light. Very light. Okay, let's demonstrate how it works. I am not one to put concealer directly under my eyes. I just turned 37 recently on the 27th of January. I don't do this. I don't play with that because it's gonna just get stuck under my lines. I'm not trying to emphasize that. I'm gonna take this as the correcting shade. The best way to do this, if you do have any hollows, shadows, or darkness, is you're gonna look into your mirror and you're gonna just kind of tilt down, because that's gonna show you where the darkness is. This is too yellow for me in person. Hold on, let me get close to you. Can you guys see? I don't know if my lights are too light, but. So that's kind of like helping to cut that darkness. Now, if I were to take the brightening concealer, it's too light, it is too freaking light. Ah! If I were to take that, after I've kind of corrected that, and just pop it like just a little dot underneath, you're gonna see how it just basically brightens and brings light under the eyes. See the difference? Let me demonstrate on the bridge of my nose. It's a lighter color, and if I just tap, 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 it's gonna act as like almost like a matte highlighter. So this is actually a good option if you wanna kind of highlight with a matte color or concealer. I'll show you this on its own on the other side. It's not gonna work, and this is the perfect video to show you why you don't go too light under your eyes. If I take that and I just start dotting like this, it's way too light. And it will age me, actually. That's the problem with going too light underneath your eyes. It tends to like age you and just look very mannequin-like. From far away, this one's definitely like nice and bright and everything, but it's just not natural looking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix that yellow one actually on top just to kind of make it work, but it's definitely, neither are like my actual shade, but if you're using the corrector just to correct underneath the eyes, you would ideally use the corrector and then throw a concealer shade on top of it. This one was a little bit too yellow for my under eyes. I would say something like a light peach would work best. So I'm not entirely confident in the color range that these do come in, but I did like that there were different undertones. It wasn't all just like pink, and the fact is the 135 shade is actually really light. So if you are like a true light undertone or light medium, like that's gonna definitely brighten and highlight underneath the eyes, or if you use it anywhere else on the face. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in my next one.